I just watched a very touching, very inspiring video on Captain Kangaroo, Bob Keeshan. And I read all the comments, well, not all of them, but a whole bunch of them. They were all from men and women my age, in our 70s, and almost every one of them said, this brought tears to my eyes. And it certainly brought tears to my eyes, and I'm like, why? What is that just nostalgic tears? What is it? And I realize we're grieving over the death of innocence. Bob Keeshan, Captain Kangaroo, had nothing on his show that was demeaning or talking down to children or anything such thing. He even said he didn't want a live audience because he wanted nothing to interfere between the relationship between his character, Captain Kangaroo, a very gentle, very kind person. He wanted nothing to interfere with it, which a live audience would have. And imagine that. Imagine a childhood memory. Imagine a child's show that doesn't have drag queens and gender. It leaves me speechless that this world, in my lifetime, I'm 72, and in my lifetime it's gone from Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Rogers to very gentlemanly gentlemen. No scandals, no crap to be dug up on them or anything else. They were genuinely kind, gentle human beings who genuinely cared for children. And we've gone from that to Disney movies having transgender characters in them and sexual this, that, and the other thing in there, and just pure propaganda to destroy the innocence that, thank God, we were able to live in when we were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. We literally had innocence at that time. And yes, there was evil going on in the world, but it hadn't taken over the world the way it has now. It's completely taken over. I remember the first time I heard about a priest molesting a child. I was absolutely appalled. Everybody I knew was absolutely appalled. Now, that's just become, oh yeah, well, another day, another, you know. It is beyond amazing how completely corrupt and evil this society has become. If you talk about God, if you talk about goodness, if you talk about anything that's got any real meaning, you get canceled, you get censored, you get taken off the internet, you get laughed at, and it's just beyond amazing how completely taken over this world has become. Just absolutely taken over. And it left me speechless to realize that it had gone from Captain Kangaroo and my childhood and all my friends, most of my friends that are my age, that are still living. Every one of us remember Captain Kangaroo. Every one of us had that wonderful influence in our lives that helped us become men and women of character and integrity. And we grew up caring for our neighbors. We grew up concerned for things like right and justice, and I'm amazed. I see almost every day, and half the time I don't even watch them, but I see they pop up where somebody took something, somebody stole something, somebody robbed something, somebody shot somebody, somebody did something. And it's just amazing how when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, 9, 10, we never locked our house. My parents didn't lock the house. Didn't have to. And we didn't do anything bad in the neighborhood, because any neighbor that saw us doing anything, if they didn't scold us themselves, they would take us by the arm straight to our own parents, and we'd get scolded and punished there. Now, there are people who have never had anybody tell them no their entire lives. They've grown up so entitled, they think they can and should be able to do anything they want to do to anybody and to anybody's things. Just this past Monday, I was at the laundromat, and I always go get water when I'm doing my clothes, because it works out good. I come back, there were 2 women there when I was there. I left my basket there with my clothes in the dryer. I came back, the 2 women were gone, and so was my laundry basket. I called to tell my friend Larry about that, and he tells me he came home to find his ladder, which leans up against his garage every day regularly. It's gone. Somebody just came into his yard and took what they wanted. In the days of Captain Kangaroo, that kind of thing did not happen. It's not a matter of you know, wanting to believe the best, or I've looked at it, I've thought about it. That stuff did not happen. Imagine that.